What is up, guys? T3rT0s Nation, Deathbringer here, bringing you guys some more StarCraft 2 action. Today we're playing on, I'm not quite sure what map. I don't usually play on this map. Usually play on the current map pool maps, you know, Heavy Rain, Habitation Station. And I didn't catch this map as we were entering the game. But we are doing a 2v AI, Shades and I. Shades being the blue Terran, spawning into the top left, Shades, and T3rT0s Nation, Deathbringer, and myself, spawning into the middle left, Deathbringer, versus the hard AI Terran, which was compatible to Shades, and the very hard AI Zerg, compatible to myself. In this game, we're going to see a lot of action because there are four players. Players isn't the best word because it's a computer, you know, it's not an actual player. So, but that's the best one I got for right now. You see the this same opening from Shades as you saw in the game against the Protoss AI on Habitation Station. He goes for the refinery first. So I guess it worked for him last time, but you know, this is different. This Zerg is on very hard, and the Zerg isn't going to be choosy. He could go for whichever guy he chooses to. It might be Shades, so if it is, I don't know. Shades is going to be able to handle that all that well. As for myself, I have the double gateway, which I like to do. I like to do a gateway, then another gateway, and once the first gateway finishes up, I like to put out the cybernetic score, and I usually put it right around in here, right in here between the two gateways, and across from this pylon. But I got the second pylon out here relatively quick, so I just put it right there. And then after I do that, I do add on the assimilator. Here we see the expand from the Zerg, which is typical and necessary as well, because Zerg hatcheries are their production facilities, so they need to expand pretty quickly, and they need to have quite a few. The drone does go to scout for me, and what's he going to see? He's going to see about everything. He only sees one gateway, however, actually, and he doesn't see the assimilator. He just kind of decides to run out before he really sees much. That's what's. He doesn't see either assimilator. There's two, I guess. I didn't even know why I laid down. But Shades, he does. He gets two barracks up, which is good. He's going to need the production because his compatible enemy here, the AI Terran on hard, he's got two barracks as well. And Shades goes for the expand here, which if he wants to, sure. If he's got the he's got a better worker count than he had the other game, which is good. That's good. The other game when he expanded, I think he might have had like 10 SCVs on the minerals, and maybe 3 on the gas, on just one assimilator or refinery. I have assimilators, not Shades, but I am warping in that, or chrono boosting that warp tech, just because I like to get it here as fast as possible, because it's very convenient, very nice. And I'm waiting here for this warp gate tech to finish up. It's about done. A couple seconds. 5 seconds left or so. I like the forges too because I like to get my upgrades quick, because the game gets so far into the game. Once it gets so far into the game, everybody's got full upgrades. So if you get your upgrades sooner, you're going to stand a better chance earlier on in the game. And if you're doing better earlier on in the game, you're not going to get beaten down from the get-go and you're just going to be able to overwhelm your opponents because you'll have better upgrades before they will. And if you kill their army because you have better upgrades, then you can just go kill their base. So upgrades earlier on, they're very effective as far as I can see. And I go for the expansion here. Shades has got his expansion up. He's getting some, yeah, he's getting some SCVs in there. He's getting them in there. Stacks them up though. You know, shouldn't do that. He could put 3 in here, I suppose, and put 3 in his first main command center here. Then he goes. He gets a factory down. He gets a double engineering bay, which is good. He's got a good standing army here, which is going to be able to should be able to combat this along with mine. Should be able to combat this. Well, actually, mine's pretty small. Except they got these 2 zealots coming around. Okay. So our 2 armies here should be able to combat this enemy attack here. This right here. Because these Zerglings, they get here. They rush up, get killed off pretty quick. They find my zealots right away. So, all my guys are taking all this damage. Shade's just sitting there with about 1 marauder doing work, killing some roaches for me before he pulls the rest over, and there's that. This just some about 4 roaches from the blue. Okay, 5 roaches from the blue Zerg and the purple's army. So right here at this point, we could charge in, win the game. Okay, maybe not, but we held our own fine. It was just fine. And here I am getting my natural up. Got my main about fully saturated, which I like to do. I like to fully saturate my bases. I don't know if the pros actually fully saturate their base all that much. I think they might do at least 2 workers on each mineral pile and 3 on the gases, of course. But I don't think they fully saturate their bases all the time. But that's just what I do. Shades has got he's got a starport coming down. He's got the other refinery here going to be lined up. He's got some more supply depots coming in. The AI T3rT0s, he's got the starport with the tech lab coming. He's got the bunker, which go for it, dude. I don't care. He's got the another barracks. He's got 2 factories. He's doing all right, yeah. He's on 1 base though. He's got a little bit. He's got fewer SCVs than Shades does at this point, which is good for Shades. Active forces. No, we want like workers. Here we go. The AI T3rT0s, this purple guy here, he's got 28 SCVs. Shades is doing 27. Surprisingly, he's not. He's under this guy here, which is surprising. Actually, I have the lead here with 37 harvesters, and which is surprising as well because you would think the Zerg would, being Zerg and needing a lot of drones to make buildings and to harvest the resources. But I like to focus on my economy. I like to make sure it's running nice and smooth, so I can make just whatever I want, whenever I want, pretty much. That's good, so long as I don't die to an early attack if I have too small of an army. Because against this right here, if it was this Zerg army against my army, I would lose. But Shades has got his trusty siege tank, which he just sieges that up and can do a lot of damage to these roaches. About 3 hits with that siege tank sieged up, and at least one of the roaches will be dead. That splash damage is going to help out some too. The Zerg, he's got the queens going. He's got the roach warren, of course. He's got the hydralisk den coming in, spawning pool. Very low tech stuff. Still on the hatchery. No, he's got the lair. But He's just now still pretty low tech, tier 1. Shades has got he's a little low on his SCV count. He's only got 8 on his minerals at his natural expansion there. He's only got 11 on his main. He's pretty army focused here. He's working on that. He likes to play like that. He likes to build up a substantial army, not give too much, not give adequate focus to his economy. The warp gates coming in for me. I like to play with quite a few warp gates. Until just recently, actually, I liked, not so much recently, I suppose towards the beginning of this year, I was playing like just go mass void rays in Mothership, where I would build an army that would hold me off until till I could get maybe 7 starports. I'd get like 7 is actually kind of high. Maybe 5 is a good number to say. About 5 starports, and I would just make stargates, and I would just make a ton of void rays, and I get full upgrades for them and the mothership, and I would just annihilate my enemy towards the end of the game, because that was leading up to the end of the game. This nice secret missile does some damage on friendly units, which is good for me, as I might have lost that zealot, but that's alright. Zealots are 1 a dime, or whatever the phrase is. A dozen a dime, there it is. Yeah, zealots are nice meat shields. They tank so much. Deal quite a bit, because they have 2 attacks, and without upgrades, they do 8. So, in 2 attacks is 16 damage. It's quite a bit. They tank, as Shades likes to say. They're the most OP'd basic unit in the game, and I have to agree with him. I have to agree. They are pretty awesome. I usually just do the double forge here for the upgrades. Shades, anyways, he's got the armory, so he can do that tier 2 upgrades. Tier 2 upgrades here. Still only got 10 SUVs on the minerals, which is a little disappointing. I feel like he needs to increase that to at least 18. Yep. I think 18 would be a good number for any base to have 18 workers. That's a good number. Unless you have a rich mineral field, then 18 is actually the kind of the max. It's not really, you can put more than 18 if you want, but it's kind of the max, depending on how many fields there are. The Zerg, just now getting a 3rd, which for Zerg is kind of late. Yeah, like at least pro gaming Zergs, they get their 3rds much sooner. I don't know the exact timing when they get it, but I know it's a lot sooner than 16 minutes or 15.5 minutes. Otherwise, right now, I'm me and that Zerg guy, we're the only one going on 3 bases. Shades kind of moved out here. It's not the biggest army. He's against this. That thing is going to die quickly, because this guy's got siege tanks, and he's got some hydralisks, and hydralisk they do decent amount of damage here. 12 damage without any upgrades against this bio army. That's going to do some damage, especially when they move out after seeing that their 3rd just died. And then they're like, oh, well, it's dead, so we're just going to go back in. But Shades, oh, I didn't see this. This is not Shades' whole army. He's got some medivacs loaded up here. He's going for a dual attack here. This is very smart. I like seeing this from him. See that probe or that drone? There you go. See it? Kill it. Get it? Okay, good. Okay. The changeling joining rank. Just kind of, hey guys, I was never gone. But those hydralisks just kind of going out like, hey, what are you guys doing here? Oh no, no, and they get killed. Wow, that parasite, fungal growth. That fungal growth did a lot of damage here. And then I'm like, oh, I should probably go help with this attack if he's got this counterattack thing going here. So yeah, I dance around the ramp, I guess. I don't know. But Shades, he resupplies pretty quickly. As you can see, he's got the same buildings he's had for a while now. He's got 2 barracks, 1 tech lab, 1 reactor. He's got a factory with the tech lab and a starport with the reactor. He's also got 2 upgrades, which is good. As you see, I'm getting 3 ground weapons and +2, and shields are coming up. The Shades is just now getting Stimpak. That's interesting. I figured he would have had it quite a bit, very early on, quite a bit. And he's also getting the 3 upgrades done. And come here. Right now, it's the enemy. Yep, the enemy here. He's leading. Both of them are leading on income here, which is surprising, actually, because I have 69 harvesters. That's an odd number, no pun intended, but 69 harvesters, and I guess that makes sense because I'm only on 1 base at the moment because these guys are moving down here and overfilling this. So I was trying to get this other one, and I think I cancel it. Yeah, canceled. Okay. As I wiped out this 3rd from the Zerg and then get my guys killed, which is fine. I recovered just fine from that because of this income here. It's pretty good income. It got me up to about the best income. But then this really here, I was going for I think I was going to do mass immortals, which not entirely mass immortals, but just a lot of immortals. I like to do that too, because they're so awesome. On 3 upgrades, they do 65 damage versus armored, and when a Terran has got siege tanks, and quite a few of them, siege tanks and marauders, it just tears their army to shreds. And these siege tanks, however, were just doing work, taking out 3 of my 6 robotics facilities. I think I had 1 here, as you can see, the remnants, and then 1 right here. So those are gone. And then the Zerg comes down here, takes out my gold, which is, to say the least, does not make me happy. From this point, I'm kind of struggling. From this point, that's all that's left right here. They leave the pylons in the cylinders. They just wanted to get the next ice knight for stats, right? I suppose. But I warp in quite a few zealots here, 10 zealots, which on 1, 2, 3 upgrades, they do quite a bit of damage, and they do quite a bit, and they tank a lot. So, but not enough apparently. These roaches just tearing them to shreds along with everybody else. So Shades, he comes in and helps me, I think, or the Zerg retreats. But from here, I'm only mining off of this my natural here, which is a little slow for me. So I have a decent amount of a bank though. But then this Zerg, he comes back, decides, oh, we're gonna clean up here a little bit because we left a mess and we're polite. We like to clean up after ourselves. And he sends over more of his army to go finish off my base, my 3rd there. Well, he gets his own 3rd, but it's all good. It's all good. I had a bank. I was fully saturated on my natural here, so my standing forces are 10 zealots again. But It works out. Oh, it works out. I go for a warp prism, going for some harassment, stuff like that. I get that level 2 ground armor about done soon. And I move some guys up here, getting another third going. Lose the warp prism like right away because it was rally pointed to right here. Right here. But that's fine. Shades, he's got his little army here. That fungal growth really hits that bio. He's going to wear them down a lot. And then it hits the other side of his army. It's going to hurt him. My zealots, yeah, they have charge, so they're moving a bit faster than normal. And they come in to try to follow this Zerg army here, what's left of it. They come in to try to kill it. And they eventually do, because this main zealots against this army is gonna, as you can see, is gonna kill it. These Zerglings come out trying to support it and realize, oh no, everybody's dead, so they run back. And I'm like, you know what, I don't think I can take on those ravens with that. And so then I decide to go check around for a third, which is pretty good because I find one right here. Right here, I find a third, and there is nobody there to protect it. Nothing. And this thing is gone in about a minute. It's gone in about a minute or so. And I get my own third up. And Shades is sitting over here with a pretty nice army. I have to say, yeah, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. This Terran here, he's doing good for himself. He's getting this fourth base up here to the top right. He's getting it behind. No, he destroyed these rocks, but he's getting it kind of on this island. Shades is getting his third. I have my other third here. The Zerg losing his third, of course, to my zealots, which is good for me. The production tab, Shades getting another command center, of course, getting a Thor, Marauder, 2 Marines, and +2 weapons for the ships and vehicles. And that Terran is getting his 3/3 infantry stuff, and myself getting the +3 shields, +3 armor. The Zerg here getting a greater spire, which he'll have full tech then, I believe. Besides Ultralisk, he doesn't have the Ultralisk building out, so he's going to have level 3 tier 3 tech though. Right here you see though, this army is not very big because the purple army is all at the top, just cleaned up. Shades is attempted third here, and this overseer is going to see my third here. It's going to see that. But luckily for me, I don't lose it, and they go for a conflict with the rest of this Terran army from Shades. And these medivacs from Shades are helping him a lot. He's got a lot more medivacs than the purple Terran does here. And but I don't think he's going to hold this now. I think I warp in a couple zealots, and that really picks things up. These Thors come in. Take just this one Thor, I suppose, comes in to take care of these ravens for me. Does some area damage. About gets them. Gets another one of them. But these zealots of mine cleaning up, and this AI has just 3 medevacs and a raven, and that's not going to do much for him. The standing forces. The AI has the Terran purple. This not got much right now. The myself, I only have like 9 zealots. That's not much, but you know, it's enough to do a lot of damage at this gold here. Right here, it's enough to do a lot. Shades has got an impressive army coming up. He's got the Thors, which add a lot to that cost, that army value. He's got some Thors that will add to that, and I get my Third up here running. That Zerg though, he is hurting. Why? Because he only has 2 bases, and they're like both mined out. He's got 29 drones on this one mineral field, which runs out just now, and he doesn't even have enough for another hatchery. He's 10 minerals short. So if he wants to go get more minerals, he's going to have to scrounge for them. He's going to have to do some long distance mining. And that is what some zealots can do. Some zealots can shut down a third base, which can in turn shut down a whole player. You can shut down a player just like that. More specifically in a computer who's got a ton of larvae at just one base, and then another ton of larvae at his main base. But the purple Terran is doing pretty good, and I eventually bounce back and I get this gold coming up again, which is good for myself. And I go around with these zealots, finding some more guys to kill. I come back to kill this third base again, which is good for myself. Shades is just kind of sitting at home. He's probably watching me, watch my zealots as they go around and kill the bases. All the SCVs loaded up into the command center here, and they're gonna save me the trouble, I think, and all die together, which is going to be nice because I don't, or not. I was going to say, which is going to be nice because I don't have to go chase them around. And that kills all of them. And here it is. I warped in more zealots, and this changeling just kind of straggling along, just running really slow because he doesn't have charge because he's not a real zealot. I get the gold back up and running, but it's not running. It's just up. Nothing's happening down there. Nothing's happening. But I see all these guys moving out. I'm like, okay, so there's got to be another base here, right? And I look up here, expecting it to find it up here. And I think I saw these SCVs move up to the right here, or move up to this general area. And I'm like, wait a sec. These destructible rocks are gone, so I go find them. Kill this base. Then the Terran's just sitting at home on what few minerals he's got left on his natural, because this gold here doesn't really ever get set up, whereas my gold here, it does. I get some probes over there, and I get some guys set up. Shades asked for some minerals, and I don't think I ever gave him any because I was just a little bit preoccupied, and I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna clear up this game here. So I warp in some of these zealots at the Zerg base, cleaning up this Terran here, cleaning up their 4th base here as they try to set up their 5th. Shades sits here at the ramp, just chilling. I mean, he's probably sitting in his Thors, cracking a couple cold ones like Thor, or like Tychus is. And I go for another base here just because my natural's mined out. But it's about over. It's about over because the Terran is dying, and it's just kind of remarkable because the game is pretty well won on tier 1 tech. Besides the upgrades, it's won by zealots, and it's won by zealots. So it's won by zealots because Shades just kind of sits home. If he had moved out, it would have ended quicker, but it's all good. The Zerg, it's doing some, I think. He's not doing much. The Zerg, he's only got 40 minerals. He's not doing much. Just has a whole bunch of drones to sit around with, making creep tumors as he pleases, just to claim his territory, I suppose. Finally, Shades does move out and we clean up this 5th on the gold here. I the ping to check for a base here. This Terran army though, it's just a couple of Ravens which have full energy, couple medivacs, and against these Marauders and Marines, these Zealots are gonna pretty well take care of it, especially with the more coming in Shades' army right here. This is about going to be the game. Then more Zealots, even more Zealots. Oh, Zealots. 26 Zealots, 71 workers. That was a pretty high worker count. But I'm not even very close to maxing out, so it's 71 workers. That's fine. But 26 Zealots will be just way too much to handle it, because this game is pretty well under wraps. The Zerg has not been doing anything for quite a long time. It's just got 36 drones and 1 corruptor, which adds on 2 supply, which gives it 38 supply. The Terran trying to rebuild again twice, two at a time. That's not going to happen. He's going to GG before that ever happens, because all of his buildings are going to get killed off, and he's going to be like, well, I have no buildings to produce with, and it's going to take forever to tech on 2 bases with it's not going to happen. It's a slow, painful death for these 2 computer. Right now, as you see, 35 Zealots on the field with quite a few of them just sitting here talking about the battle. I don't know. And some stalkers warped in just to handle out, or just to take care of this corruptor, because otherwise the Zealots have pretty much got this under wraps. Thors and tanks and Marauders and Marines coming to clean up this Terran, which is all fine, which is all good. The Zerg giving the game, good game, GG here, and just left with a whole bunch of creep tumors and creep and overlords, and larvae. He's got 4 main things: creep tumors, overlords, larvae. That's all he's got left. But the Terran here just dying, so painful death. And that's about it. This is it. The Terran is still just trying to hang in there as long as he can, because I guess he's got nothing better to do. The computer says, no, we'll just sit here for a bit longer. Just make you come chase us down. I don't know. The Zerg being revealed, of course, as he's got no more hatchery. Zealots just going to town at all these larvae. They have quite the armor though. 10, which is pretty heavy. 10 armor on these little things with 25 life. Takes forever to kill. The just the Terran just hanging on. I don't even know, trying to get the one last barracks. Yeah, the warp prism died somewhere. Somewhere it died. That's fine, because this is it. That's a good game. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos.